So have you ever been working on something and you just get completely amazed at the stupidity of the engineers that designed this thing or the thing you're working on? And that's where I'm at right now. I am working on this E350 van, Ford E350 van. I'm not even sure the year, it doesn't really matter. But the customer's complaint was the air conditioning wasn't working. So I get in it and I start it up and I turn the AC on and it turns on. Well, it is working. Well, the problem is it's coming out through the defrost. Okay. So I don't know if many of you know this, but defrost is usually the default on a HVAC system. They want you to always have defrost. So whenever they usually go into a neutral state or when you shut it down, a lot of times everything will go into defrost before everything shuts down. You know, if it's electronic, if it's vacuum operated, when you have no vacuum going to it, everything basically defers to defrost. So this thing actually uses vacuum. So I was like, okay, so let me go up underneath the dash. So I did. And let me show you what I got. So this is the vehicle here. Here's the interior. It's a church van. And so, like I said, I go and only defrost works, but it does blow cold. It'll choose from hot to cold and everything else, but it's just going through defrost. It never comes out through the dash vents. So I pull the panel off here to see if I could see anything, and there's really nothing behind there that I need to see. So I reach up and under, and I find where the vacuum lines go. So here, this black line here, this is the one that's fed from underneath the hood. So I'm underneath the hood, and I pull the vacuum hose off where I can find a connector, and I have vacuum. Okay. Well, underneath here, I have no vacuum. Okay. So maybe I got a break somewhere, and I just can't hear it. So I go and I pull this out here, and let me focus in. I pull this out from here, and let me just, we can't get a better shot on that. And as I pull this through, I realize, I don't know if you could see that, there's a one-way valve on the other side of that rubber connector. Okay. Well, all right, that's not a big deal, right? Let me just go underneath the hood, and I'll get to that. So, let's go underneath the hood and let's take a look. Sorry about the lighting in here. So here we go. Here's where the vacuum hose connects. And I already accidentally, because I pulled on it a little too hard, and I actually pulled it off on the bottom on the one-way valve. And guess what? That one-way valve is somewhere down there. You have to take that heater box out to access it. I was like, no, you got to be kidding me. There has to be a different way. Sure enough, there is no other way. I even went underneath here and I dropped the splash shield down. But guess what? You got no access. There's nothing to see under there. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do here now. I may have to go and steal a one-way valve off of something else, because we got plenty of junkers outside, and run a one-way valve like up here underneath the hood where I can actually get to it. Because I mean, this is just stupid. It's just absolutely stupid. Why would you do that? Why put the one-way valve underneath the HVAC assembly, the housing? I mean, why? You got to take the battery out. You got to suck out the AC. You got to drain the coolant. Everything, just to get to where this is. There is no access. I mean, look down there. All of that has to come out to gain access. You can't get your hand underneath there. There's no room. Even if the battery was out, you are not getting your hand under there. I don't care who you are. It's just, stupidity abounds, and it amazes me. It just absolutely amazes me. Like, who thinks this stuff up? There's no thought of serviceability when they build these things. I mean, these things suck to work on to begin with. I can't stand working on vans like this. They're terrible. But, you know, it is what it is. I got to do what I got to do. This is what I do for a living. I got to do it. I got to fix it. So that's it. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna find a one-way valve on something else, and I'm gonna plumb in that tube into something else and route it down there. And and the way I'm gonna get it through that hole is probably with mechanics wire or something. I'll feed it in from the inside all the way up. This way, I can do it that way. I'm not that concerned. That should be relatively easy. At least this way I know I have vacuum getting to the inside finally. I don't know where the problem lies. I don't know. I think that one-way valve actually might be stuck because I had no vacuum to the inside, and that tube that I yanked off, it's not broken. It doesn't have any holes in it. So anyway, that's about it. If you're getting anything out of my videos, hit the like button. If you could, please subscribe. It would help me make more videos, and it'll help my content too. That's about it. So hope you guys have a great day and keep wrenching.